Hi, this is Patty, coach and mentor using evolutionary astrology at pattypost.com. And Power Year 2020 is here. And if you would like to know how to make 2020 your best year ever, you better keep watching, as I will give you an overview of what's to come this year and how you can take matters into your own hands and really rock 2020. Unless you have been hiding under a rock, you have seen it all over the news and social media. 2020, a new decade, is here. And even the number 2020 is already very interesting, as it is used to express visual acuity. Some call it perfect vision, 2020 vision. Astrologers worldwide have been jumping up and down in the last year in anticipation of what will hit us in 2020 astrologically. And in all fairness, this has been going on for most of 2019 already. And it's with these dynamics, they don't work like on and off switches. These are like waves that gradually rolled in 2019, and now in 2020 they are hitting the shore. And looking at the astrology can give us guidance on how to navigate these waves. As I explained in another video, which I will link above and below, astrology is a symbolic language. And symbolism is never the same as literalism, so we can never predict what will actually and exactly happen. But symbolism can really support us, as the metaphors and the astrological language gives us guidance on the processes that are going on inside us and in the collective. The nature and symbolism of the planets and their movements are so helpful as mirrors for us. Look at the sky to see and know what happens in us and in the collective, as above, so below. And we have big astrological players running the show in 2020, and these are Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter in Capricorn. These planets are dancing their cosmic dance around each other all year, mirroring us the psychological dance, or maybe even war zone, that is going on within us. And the last time we had this conjunction of three planets, Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter in Capricorn, was in 1285, so that is quite a long time ago. The main theme for 2020 is renew yourself. Many of you have found that whatever was working for you in the past is no longer working. And this is beautifully symbolized by the planets Saturn and Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. And they have been moving very slowly towards each other, and they will have their exact lock-in on January 12th of 2020. So January 12th is a potential very powerful day, but these aspects, again, like I just said, are not on and off switches, so the dynamics remain active for most of 2020. Now, what does this mean? Saturn, as a symbol, symbolizes structure, discipline, governing power, and mastery. And Pluto symbolizes power and transformation. And transformation in this case means moving completely from one form into another. And this process is usually not the most fun of experiences, but definitely one of the richest. And Pluto in us wants us to tear things apart, to let the new be born, the true us be born. And Saturn in us wants things to be grounded, to be solid, and he wants to build slowly but surely. And putting these two energies together is the supercharged energy of grounded change and renewal. We have really outgrown ourselves, and we need to get rid of the structures that are stale and old and build ourselves a new foundation worthy of our essence and to obtain personal mastery. And in this video, I will only throw a few dates and aspects at you, as in this video, I do not want to address your mind. I really want to address your heart and soul. And but for you astrology lovers, I have made a list of all the different aspects and defining moments that are going on in 2020 with all the exact details, and I will put that list down below in the information box of this YouTube video. Now, one of the players is Jupiter, and the story of big boy Jupiter is a good one to keep very close to your heart all year. Jupiter in Roman mythology is the king of the gods. He's Zeus in Greek mythology. And Jupiter as a symbol perfectly reflects his grandiosity in the sky. He's just very big in the sky. He's the biggest planet in our solar system. And Jupiter, as a symbol, expands everything he touches. And like I said, Jupiter is dancing his dance with Pluto and Saturn all year, which means we really have some growth opportunities at our hands here. Jupiter wants us to expand. So tear your old structures down, build your foundations based on who you truly are and meant to be, and manifest your great work, that's all Saturn language, in 2020, and let Jupiter expand it all. And some of you watching this might be very skeptical, cynical, or downright negative or against whatever I am saying, which is fine, because all I'm handing you is a metaphor and guidance on how to frame your year to navigate these waves of change. The other day I heard a wonderful definition of the word magic in a Netflix series, no less. And it was, magic is creating order in chaos. And what a powerful statement that is. To create order in chaos is so much what this year 2020 is about. And no matter how cynical you are, there's a lot at stake here. There's a lot of possibilities for us out here. So let's use your magic and create that order in chaos. We are all about to step into a complete new era. In spiritual cycles, there's been a lot of talk about the age of Aquarius, a new time on Earth. Now, these ages take a long time. They take ages, about 2200 years. What these ages are technically, from an astrological and astronomical standpoint, is content for another video. But for now, let me say that we are truly on the threshold of the age of Aquarius now. And Saturn will give us a glimpse of this new future in the first half of 2020, as he briefly moves into Aquarius already at the spring equinox on March 21st, and he will dip back into Capricorn beginning of July. But by the end of 2020, we will have a whole new cycle with both Jupiter and Saturn having moved into Aquarius. That is really a big event again. In part 2 of this video that will follow shortly, I will elaborate on what this means exactly for us. My main message for the groundwork we need to do this year is it's time to be dead honest with yourself. Find your great work that is worthy of you and your essence. Be prepared to take action and move like the mountain goat that Capricorn is. Mountain goats are ever climbing, standing on seemingly impossible small ledges, but still climbing. So for us, putting one foot in front of the other, and to climb our personal mountain, and the personal mountain, of course, is a metaphor for our great work. So climb to the top and enjoy the vista. And it might be a difficult road, but still it's so worthwhile to take this road. And keep in mind that Pluto wants you to transform, Saturn wants you to build, and Jupiter wants you to expand. They are mirroring us that we need to make 2020 our best year ever. And like I said, much more to be said about 2020, which will follow in part 2 of this video. So definitely hit the subscribe button. So what are you going to do? All the earth energy is about manifesting, taking action, going from A to B. It's your choice which mountain you are going to climb and what you manifest. Turn inwards to find the right mountain so you don't end up looking at the vista of the wrong mountain and having to do it all over again. And start taking action. It really is not only anymore about visioning, but really action. Like I said, there is so much more to be said about 2020, which will follow in part 2 of this video. And make sure you do not miss it by subscribing to my channel and also click the little bell so you are automatically notified. And now I am really curious, what is your big mountain that you are going to climb this year? Please leave comments down below. I really appreciate that and I do read them. So let's make this our best year ever. Onwards and upwards.